the state of the music industry is designed to rip off an artist. That's what I believe. I believe that when the check gets handed to an artist, the check is normally not right. The first person that told me this was Nelly. Nelly told me, you know, you got to learn how to do this thing called an audit. And I was like, what is that? And then he was like, man, you got to get a lawyer. And so I searched, I found Jay-Z's auditor, right? And then this guy went and said, I'll do it for, you know, I'm not going to charge you up front. I'm going to take a piece. And I was like, okay. So he goes and he finds over $600,000 that the label hid for me. So I was like, wait a second. Is this the way it always is? He's like, yeah, you got to keep on doing this. So I realized all my peers didn't know this, that, you know, I got into the music industry and thought that when you have a song that's #1, that it just goes magically because your song's good. It's paid. Like, payola is not supposed to be like a thing, but it's real. Like, I had to pay a lot of money to get my record to #1. And I started looking at the music industry differently, and all of my peers, I started focusing more on equity, right? I wasn't the guy that was going out and trying to chase a piece of a show that somebody's going to pay me $10,000 to do. I wanted to get a piece of the actual thing that was holding these buildings up. So I realized all these guys weren't thinking like that. And the way I got off of Universal when they didn't want to let me go is I told them, if you don't let me go, I'm going to go teach all these guys on the label how to do an audit. And they let me go because of that.
I'm supposed to be here to be second best, right? I'm not doing this.
You never seen the like that.
Yeah, I'm not doing this for that. I'm not doing this for that, you know, and if other people are cool with settling or not putting themselves in that light, then that's, you know, that's their personal preference. That's their personal preference. If you don't want to be in that light, that's fine. I'm not mad at you. You know, I don't have an opinion on what you want to do. If you want to be second, that's cool. So don't have an opinion on me wanting to be John Michelle or Shakespeare. You know, people got to realize that, you know, I put a lot of my life into, you know, what I'm doing right now. I didn't just have a hit record and get lucky. I put a lot of my life into it. So, you know, the things that come out of it is not due to this, like, just, you know, bravado and arrogance. I have confidence because of the work I put in. I put in so much. I put in so much work. Yeah, and
people don't know. Sometimes you got to invest in yourself. Yeah. So I went to Michael Jackson attorney. So everybody want to be in the music business, but you need to know your business. Right. At that time,
the business of the music.
Yeah. So I went to Michael Jackson, was the highest paid entertainer at that time at 22% of record. And I said, I went to his attorney. He said, man, if I'm gonna sit down, which is gonna cost you $25,000.
That's what the attorney told you.
That's his retainer, or just to sit down?
To sit down.
I can't afford this nigga still. Where this nigga at? Leave this nigga alone. But go ahead, P, I'm sorry.
So I give him the 25. I went sit down with him. He said, man, look, the only way you're gonna get a deal bigger than Michael Jackson is a distribution deal. And it's an 85-15 deal. But then you're gonna have to come up with about $200,000 or $300,000. I said,
for each project?
No, we just say that's what you need for marketing money.
Oh, okay.
If you're gonna get that deal, I'm like, dude, I gave you $25,000 and tell me I need $200,000 to $300,000.
Right.
But it was probably the best 25 grand I spent in my life.